All right. I just made a video about, stop making excuses for other people. When you keep making excuses for other people, you're repeating your childhood of your parents not being available. All right. And when they weren't available, like let's say they didn't hug you or hold you or know you or see you, or they just weren't conscious. It's not about blaming our parents. It's understanding we took in that message. Those were messages communicated to us and we internalized them. And so we think that we don't deserve that much love, that much consciousness, that much presence. We took that in, and it's a lie. Now, what I was just reflecting, because I was talking about dating and stuff, and how when we keep making excuses for other people, they're making those same excuses for why they're not asking you out, why they're not showing up in the relationships. Even if you're married, why they're not showing up in the marriage. And so if we keep perpetuating that, I just got a vision of Aslan, right? In one of the Narnia books, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Lucy is at this magic book, right? I'm on Lord of the Rings right now, but it's like a giant magic book. And it's all good. It's good. So, but she makes the duffel puds visible again. You don't have to know all of what this is, but she makes them visible. They were invisible. And then Aslan appears. And this is a very important spiritual concept for all of us to know, right? Whatever your religion is, understand this. Aslan appears, and Aslan's like representing Christ or God or divine love. And he says, "You made me appear." And she's like, what, how did I make you appear? He's like, "You said the words and everything was invisible and you made me visible. I follow the rules of the earth here." It's just, there's a verse that says, "Do not be deceived, a man reaps what he sows." All right. So if you keep throwing out excuses for why people aren't close to you. And I'm only telling you this because I know this from my own life. This is why I want everyone else to be free. I don't want to be stuck in this. I don't want you to be stuck in this. That's why I'm taking the time. I'm out of my lunch right now. To make this for all of us, is for me to remember, for you to remember. When I keep saying, they would be close except for blah, 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 blah. I'm doing my childhood. I'm repeating. We learned how to survive in childhood by making excuses for our parents. They would be close, but blah, blah, blah. Mom has to work. Daddy has to do this. They don't know how to be close. Their parents didn't know how to teach them how to be close. I don't know why, but we come up with excuses to try to make sense. Our brain is always trying to make sense of why things are the way they are. But when we're doing that and when we're making excuses, we're not forgiving. C.S. Lewis talks about that too. Forgiveness is that bit left over. There are excuses and reasons, but it's that bit left over. That's what you're asking, to partake in the divine nature, to partake in divine love in God, to go, here, I give you the debts. These are debts of love. They ought to have given me if they lived in accordance with real love, and I am worth 100% of love 100% of the time. Now, not everyone's perfect. No one's perfect. Jesus was perfect, let's say. That's why he defeated death, right? But that's a long story. But this is what I was saying. This is what I was thinking, is like, look, we can't understand the mystery of Jesus. It will not make sense to us. We cannot understand even a loving God that wants to show up for us in a real way. No wonder Jesus said it's the narrow path and few find it. Because if we keep insisting that, well, they will show up for us, I am loved in the future, it will happen out there. As soon as we keep doing that, watch my video. From now on, I am a swan. That means I am a soul with a name. God gave me a name. He knit me together in my mother's womb. Like, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That's Psalm 139. I am a psalm, It's like a swan. But anyway, it's like, I am worth loving. I am worth loving. As long as we keep making excuses, then in our minds and our hearts, this is what's important, is our hearts are set on this lie, right? And who do we know is called the father of lies? You don't have to believe any of this stuff, but just understand what's true. Take for what's true so you can free yourself in your life. I'm not trying to convert you, just trying to understand. Like, let's have us understand. If we keep believing a lie, then it's like Aslan, God, love will stay invisible to us. When we say, well, they would love us, but they can't, then we keep seeing a God. I did my dissertation on this, right? Spent a whole year on this. We see God the way we internalize our mother and father. And so we keep seeing God as like, well, he does love us. I will be loved in heaven. Sometimes I can have love. It's sporadic. It's intermittent. It's exactly what we experience in childhood, right? Instead of, no, God is always loving us. Sometimes we feel distant from God. Sometimes we have pushed God away. Sometimes we keep insisting that God, divine love, doesn't want to be close to us. That's what we're going to keep experiencing, because the universe does, you reap what you sow. The universe does reflect back to you what you keep saying to it. If you keep saying, well, I'm going to keep searching for God, God is out there. Jesus said the kingdom of God is within you. How do you know that? How can you know that? How can you know all this stuff? If we keep making excuses, your dating relationship can tell you what your spiritual indications are as well. You know, it's like, if I keep making excuses for why I don't want to show up for my spouse, or my spouse doesn't want to show up for me, or why, I don't attract an available person, other, look inside and ask yourself, do I still believe? Am I still holding on to that internalized thought that I internalized when I'm 3 years old? It's not your fault, that I am not worth showing up for, because that's what my parents taught me, and that's all they said they could do. And so that's all I thought I deserved, because as long as you do that, you can keep searching and searching, but like, show up for yourself now. This is how you show up, is you stop making excuses and go, wait, what if, okay, someone taught me this the other day. I love it. Kurt did it. Kurt Johnson said, start casting doubts on your doubts. What if God really is present? What if divine love is present in every moment? What if God did give me a way to reconcile myself back to divine love? What if I can be perfected? What if I can be brought near again? What if I get to have this resurrection power? What if I have new life? What if I can have real, lasting, loving relationships? What if I can be that to myself? What if, because as long as we keep saying, I don't deserve that, then you'll keep giving yourself, I don't deserve that. You'll find ways to sabotage yourself and not give yourself that. I hope this made sense. If it didn't, watch it about 10 times. And ask questions. I'm here, write in the comments. Well, my channel is like this, so that I can write back to you. I take the time to do that. I wish you so much love.